Hi, Ron. How are you?
Hey, how are you?
Nice to see you again.
Good to see you.
What are you going to talk to us today? About election?
Yeah, as a part of the election process, I thought it would be good to talk about the Electoral College, the electoral process, how a president is actually elected.
朋友们，大家好！今天又把我的好邻居 Ron 给请来了，他会今天给大家讲一下美国总统大选团，以及这个美国总统大选团是怎么运作的。那么下面呢，就把镜头全部交给他。
你们好。Hi, we're going to talk about the electoral process, the Electoral College. The Electoral College is actually a misnomer. The word college is not used in the Constitution. The word electors is used. Electors are chosen by the voters of each state to represent those political parties. And there are currently 538. So there are 2 senators in every state. So 2 times 50 states is 100. And 438 representatives across the nation, including the District of Columbia that has 3, for a total of 538. So whoever gets over 270 votes, which is over half, wins the election. So it's a misconception that for the presidential election, it's not based on the popular vote. It's based on the electoral vote. So those electors actually get together after the election to make it official. The process of electors was established by the Constitution as kind of a compromise between those who wanted a popular vote and those who wanted the members of Congress to decide who the president was going to be. So it was kind of a compromise. There are critics of that system today, of course. You know, it's possible to win the popular vote but still lose the election. This happened in recent elections in 2000 and 2016 and 3 times in the 1800s. So most notably, the 2000 election, Bush, and the 2016 election for Trump was decided by the electoral vote rather than the popular vote. So there are a lot of critics of that. The critics say that's not fair, that one person got more votes than another. But the other side of that coin is that if states like California, Texas, and New York, who have very large populations, so they have proportionally, they would outweigh the other states. Therefore, a lot of the issues that are important to some of the states would not be represented. So that's why we have the electoral process. To summarize, to make somewhat of a complicated process as simple as possible here, an elector is a member of the Electoral College. The Electoral College is what? It is where voters have gone to their each state poll and voted for electors to represent them. And it's much criticized in recent times because the electoral votes swayed the election. In other words, the popular vote did not win. In fact, it's many times over the last several hundred years, there have been attempts to change this system. There still will be. There's going to be a lot of discussion about this in the future. So what do I think? For whatever my opinion is worth, I think the original intent of the Constitution, the original intent of the Founding Fathers makes a lot of sense even today. So what do you think? This is something that you can think about and comment on, that the fact that some people think their vote may not count if they vote and the presidential election is decided by the electoral vote, the Electoral College, rather than the popular vote. So what do you think about that?